Hey, hello everyone, guys. Good evening. How are you all? Good evening, everyone. So, welcome to today's session. So, today is Module A PPB, and the topic name is Foreign Currency Accounts for Resident and Other Aspects. Okay, so this is a lecture 10, and I will be giving you a short overview of the complete chapter, the most important things that should be covered from this chapter, followed by some of the questions which can be asked in your examination. So let's start discussing this session. First of all, what types of accounts that are offered or the resident can hold in India, and these are a foreign currency accounts. Means if any resident of India wants to hold a foreign currency accounts, then what are the facilities that are offered by the bank to themselves? First is the exchange earner foreign currency account, second is the resident foreign currency RFC account, third is the resident foreign currency domestic account, and fourth is the diamond dollar account. So these are those accounts which are held by the resident of India, and this is the foreign currency account. Okay, now what are the general provisions for these foreign currency accounts that are held by the resident of India? First of all, the other, unless and otherwise specifically indicated, this can be current and saving or term deposit account. So this can be current, saving or term deposit account for an individual, and current and term deposit account for other cases. The common thing is, first of all, on the death of the account holder, the disposal of the fund should be, first of all, remit to the nominee, that is resident outside India. So this can be remitted to the nominee, which can be the resident outside India, to the extent of the entitlement of the share. Second, a nominee resident in India desired to remit fund outside India out of his share for meeting the deceased liability abroad will need RBI approval. So if the nominee resident in India, now, the nominee resident wants to remit the fund outside India, then it needs RBI approval. Third, if there are resident nominee of this account that is held outside India, as per the Foreign Exchange Management Act, this has to be closed and bring the proceeds to India through the banking channel. So these are the general provisions for the foreign currency account that can be held by the resident Indians. Okay, now one by one, let us discuss about the different accounts. First of all, there is an exchange earner foreign currency account. Now, exchange earner foreign currency account is the account that is opened by the resident of India and essential for the foreign exchange earnings. So, if you are involved in any type of foreign exchange trading or foreign earnings, then for you all, this is the account. This is an account that can opened by a person that is the resident of India, essentially from the foreign exchange earnings. Okay. Now, what are the permitted credits in this account? So 100% foreign exchange earning, inward remittance means if you are inwarding it inside India, any remittances from outside to India, it is 100% permitted. Payment received on the purpose of the counter trade means if you are involved in any type of trade, the payment received for that is actually a permitted credit. Third, advance payment that can be recovered towards the export, any professional earnings, interest earned, and disinvestment proceeds from the conversion of the American depository receipt or the global depository receipt. So, if there is any earning that is inward or that is coming to India, okay, so this is the permittable credit. So there is no restriction on the inward remittances in these accounts. But definitely there are the restrictions for the permitted debit. For example, what are the permitted debit? If your payment or if you are paying outside India for any of the current transaction, current account transaction, this is permitted. You are paying for any of the good that is purchased in the 100% export oriented unit. If you are paying any custom duty, if there is any trade related loan and advances, if there is any foreign exchange to a person of a resident in India for the supply of any goods and services, for the payment of airfare and hotel expenditure. So these are the permitted credits. In all, this RFC, sorry, Exchange earner foreign currency account is essentially maintained by those resident of India who are actually having the foreign exchange rates. So there are definite some credits and some definite debits that are allowed in this trade. For example, inward remittances are not allowed. Permitted debits are obviously if you are paying for some of the goods that you have imported, okay, that you have buy, okay, or if you have to pay for the expenditure of some hotels and fares for them. These are the permitted debits that are allowed from this account. Clear? Done? Okay. Next account. Now, what are the other condition? Withdrawal in Indian rupees is permitted, but the amount cannot be recredited. So, in this account, if you withdraw in Indian rupee, that is fine, but the amount is actually not recredited in this account. Okay, the account will be a non-interest bearing account, so no interest is received on the behalf of this account. The claim is settled in rupees. Now, if there is any claim by any insurance companies, this claim can be settled in rupees. Fund based and non-fund based facilities are guaranteed against the balances. This can be used for repaying back the credit advances up to actual export. So these are the general conditions for the exchange earner foreign currency account. Okay, so withdrawal in rupees is actually permitted, but you cannot recredit the same amount. Okay, so you cannot recredit this same amount. Done. Read. If you have any doubt, just please ask. If you have any doubt, you can ask. No doubt? Okay. Now, next are the resident foreign currency account, RFC account, resident foreign currency account. Now, what are these accounts? First of all, those individuals who lived overseas and returned to India or intended to return to India, they have earned foreign currencies obviously and are invested through a bank in their country of residence. On returning to India, these individual has the option to set up a resident foreign currency account. Now, this is very simple. Means if you are any person who are living outside India, but now you want to move India or return India. Now you have obviously earned some foreign currencies there and you have invested this foreign currency through your bank accounts in the country of resident. Now, if you want to return India, obviously you want to transfer that savings and that earning to India, and for this there is a resident foreign currency account, RFC account. Okay, so it is actually for the individual who are an NRI and who are returning in India or intend to live in India. What are the permitted credits for this account? First of all, if you are receiving any of the pension, for example, you are working for the USA government there, now you are moving back to India, now you are receiving the pensions. So all the pensions and the monetary benefit which are provided by your overseas employer are the permitted credits for this account. You can what are the permitted credits? By converting the assets acquired by him as a non-resident or inherited from a person outside India. So if you have any gift or any property that is inherited by you and you want to repatriate to India, so this is obviously the permitted credit. So before 8th July 1947, if you have any income arising or held outside India, this requires special RBI permission. Any proceeds of LIC or claim or maturity which is settled in the foreign exchange from the Indian insurance company. These are all the permitted credits in the RFC account. Now, what are the debits? So, balance in the RFC account can be fully utilized outside India and converted to Indian rupees. Now, the balance, whatever the balance is in the RFC account, it is fully converted and utilized for various type of transactions outside India. There is no restriction for that. It is converted to Indian rupees also, and it is utilized outside India also. So there are no, you can say, there are nothing like the restriction which are imposed in these account. Okay, next up now. Next are, what is RFC? Resident Foreign Currency Account. Now, what is resident foreign currency domestic account? So RFCD accounts, first of all, is a single individual holding account and cannot have a joint account or not opened on the behalf of minor. First of all, this is the account which is a single individual holding account. The joint account facility is not offered in this account. Neither this account has been opened by the minor. This account is maintained in the form of current account. First of all, RFCD account, it is not a term account, term deposit account. It is not a saving account. It is only in the form of the current account, which actually attracts no interest. The RFCD account facilitate to meet your needs for accessing the foreign exchange frequently. So if you have earned in the foreign exchange and you want to deal in that foreign exchange regularly without any restriction or without any hassle, this is the account, RFCD account. Now, the feature of the RFCD account, you can open this RFCD account in 3 different currencies like USD, like Euro, and like the global currency. Third, you can retain the foreign exchange in the currency you earn it. Means whatever the currency, for example, you have earned in the euro, you can retain the balance in this account in the euro. Means you can retain the balance in this account in the foreign currency itself. This is the main feature of this account. Okay. Lastly, you can obviously enjoy some goods convertible rate if you are converting that currency into the Indian currency. So this is the resident foreign currency account. Okay. Next is the permitted credits and debits. So these are the definite some permitted credits and these are the some permitted credits. For example, credits are if you have received some gift from relatives, some unspent foreign exchange that you have transferred to India, or if you have unspent some foreign exchange, now you have to transfer it in India. Now, if you have some earnings received from the proceed of life insurance or anything, these are all the permitted credits. And debits are all the current and capital account transactions are actually permitted in this account. No restriction. Means if you are having the transaction in capital as well as in the current nature, these are the permitted credits and debits. Okay. Last account is diamond dollar account scheme. Now, what is the diamond dollar account scheme? So, firm and companies which comply the eligibility criteria in the foreign trade policies open the DDA account. Realization of the export and local safeguard credit means if you are dealing with any type of rough or cut or polished diamond, so this account is needed by you all. Means if you are constantly engaged in these type of functions, the firms and the companies, simply what is the diamond dollar account and for what those companies it is, if you are dealing with any type of purchase and sale of the diamonds or precious metals or jewelry like gold and silver and stone, and you are engaged in this business for a good last 3 years, okay, and you have an average turnover of the preceding 3 licensing year is 5 crore and above, you can maintain this diamond dollar account. Once again, I'm explaining this. If you are dealing with any type of trade that is related to the rough or polished or cut diamonds or precious stones or jewelries or metals, you are engaged in this business for a last 3 years as well as your previous 3 licensing year turnover is actually 5 crore and above. So you are eligible to open a diamond dollar account scheme, DDA account. Clear? So this is the diamond dollar account. We have discussed some of the accounts which are maintained by the resident of India, but it is a foreign currency account. Means in all these accounts, you can maintain the money in the form of the foreign currency itself. So these are the facilities which are given to the resident of India who are oftenly engaged in the foreign exchange transaction or who want to retain their earning in the foreign exchange itself, okay, or in the foreign reserves. Okay, done. So this is the overview of the chapter. Let's start discussing the practice question. First of all, foreign currency denominated account maintained in India cannot be in the form of. This account cannot be in the form of. This account cannot be in the form of. Obviously, so I have told you saving, fixed and current, all these accounts are in the form of this, but recurring accounts are not there. So there is a foreign currency denominated account which is maintained in India. They cannot be in the form of recurring deposit. They can be current, they can be saving, they can be fixed. Okay, next. Foreign currency denominated account cannot be maintained in India by ship manning agencies in India, Indian company receiving FDI, exporter exporting against advance payment, composite insurer, broker. Everyone, everyone, guys. Okay, so if we talk about this, yes. So exporter that are exporting against any advance payment, they are not eligible to open or maintain the foreign currency account. Lastly, foreign currency accounts outside India can be opened by any individual in India. True or false? Foreign currency account outside India can be opened by any individual in India. Foreign currency accounts outside India can be opened by any individual in India. Yes or no? So obviously this is true. So this is the overview of the whole chapter. See, I am just giving you the overview of these chapters. Why? Because if you want to have a detail, अगर आप सारे के सारे details पढ़ना चाहते हो और आप सब चाहते हो कि हम complete chapters cover करें, हर एक point to the detail जाके पढ़े, तो आप इन batches में enroll कर सकते हो जो batch हमने recently start किया है. Recently हमने फाउंडेशन बैच, रिसेंटली हमने स्पेशल बैच स्टार्ट करे हैं फॉर योर अक्टूबर और नवंबर साइकिल जो कि आने वाली है एग्जामिनेशन के लिए. अगर सुपर एलीट सब्सक्रिप्शन बाय करते हो, ये सब्सक्रिप्शन में आपको अलग-अलग बैचेस में अलग-अलग एनरोल और अलग-अलग बाय करने की जरूरत नहीं है. आप एक बार सब्सक्रिप्शन को बाय करोगे, सारा का सारा जितने भी बैचेस हैं फॉर दैट टाइम पीरियड वो आपको एक साथ दे दिए जाएंगे. आपको अलग से कुछ भी बाय करने की जरूरत नहीं है. दिस इज द सुपर एलीट सब्सक्रिप्शन. अगर आप हर एक बैच का पर्टिकुलर वर्जन खरीदना चाहते हो तो वो भी आपके लिए अवेलेबल है. आप हर एक बैच अलग से भी खरीद सकते हो. देयर आर डिफरेंट बैचेस जो कि हिंदी और इंग्लिश में अवेलेबल है. ओके, सो इफ यू वांट टू परचेज द सब्सक्रिप्शन या फिर अगर आपको अलग अलग इंडिविजुअल बैच भी परचेज करने हैं, आप आपको डाउनलोड कर सकते हो ऑलिव बोर्ड और वहां पर जाके परचेज कर सकते हो. बात रही ये पूरे YouTube सेशन की आपको पीडीएफ कैसे मिलेगी. सो दिस पीडीएफ आप कैसे डाउनलोड कर सकते हो. आप ऐप खोलोगे, ऐप डाउनलोड करने के बाद अगर आप जैब और कैप कैटेगरी सेलेक्ट करोगे तो आप देखोगे नीचे यहाँ पर एक कोर्स का सेक्शन दिया हुआ है. इस कोर्स के सेक्शन में क्लिक करते ही आपको ये एक सेक्शन मिलेगा जहां पर लिखा होगा यूट्यूब क्लास पीडीएफ और यहाँ पर सी ऑल का बटन है. क्लिक ऑन दिस सी ऑल बटन. आपको सारी क्लासेस जितनी भी, नॉट ओनली माइन, सिर्फ मेरी नहीं, सारे एडुकेटर्स की सारी क्लासेस की फ्री पीडीएफ डाउनलोड करने को मिल जाएगी. सो आप जिस भी पीडीएफ को डाउनलोड करना चाहो आप यहाँ से जाके डाउनलोड कर सकते हो. ओके, सो थैंक यू सो मच गाइस. अगर आपको ये पसंद आया है तो प्लीज इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर करिएगा. देखिए आप में से काफी सारे स्टूडेंट्स और बैंकर हैं जो ऑलरेडी देखते हैं, बट अगर आपको कंटेंट पसंद आता है काइंडली सब्सक्राइब द चैनल और बेल नोटिफिकेशन आइकन जरूर से क्लिक करिएगा. साथ ही साथ अगर ये वीडियो आपको पसंद आई है तो वीडियो को लाइक और शेयर जरूर से करिएगा और जरूर से आप सारे के सारे बैंकर्स जो हैं यूट्यूब की फ्री पीडीएफ जो है ऑलिव बोर्ड ऐप से जाके डाउनलोड कर सकते हो. एंड इफ यू वांट द सुपर एलीट सब्सक्रिप्शन, करेंटली 46% ऑफ डिस्काउंट चल रहा है ऐप में, तो आप जाओ इस डिस्काउंट का फायदा उठाओ एंड बाय जल्दी से आप सब्सक्रिप्शन बाय करो फॉर योर अक्टूबर एंड नवंबर एग्जामिनेशन साइकिल. थैंक यू सो मच. टिल देन टेक केयर. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Take care. Bye bye. Bye, guys. Take care.